and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. DeGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball. Not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's big Aaron Judge. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's 1 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they will not get an out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
The center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Giancarlo Stanton comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
To second, there's Cano. Relay to first in time, and just so striding forward now, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder,
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now the pitch.
1-1.
Nimmo can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Michael Conforto is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The count now at 2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Michael Conforto is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. J.D. Davis is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Nimmo, base runner at first with one out. And he misses again, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the three-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Batting fourth. No left field.
Yoenis Cespedes comes on with one away as he looks at a ball that's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
2 balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Hicks going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hard on the ground towards short. Torres picks it up on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that new inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Luke Voigt. High and deep to right center. Conforto is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now in the box, Gio Urshela. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
2-0 now. From the stretch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Torres has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. Standing in, Davy Garcia. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
DJ LeMahieu is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. At the plate, Aaron Judge. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2-1 now. From the stretch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled off. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back to the top of the order now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. And this will be fouled away. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Very high, 2-1. Hit hard up the middle. LeMahieu's got it, and that's the first out.
The right fielder,
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the pitch. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit back toward the mound. Torres brings it in. 1 there. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Mets go down quickly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Leading off to the 8th.
First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Clearly fooled there on the slider.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Luke Voigt. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now Voigt with a high fly ball out to deep left field. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to left as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something in this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Jimenez trying to get there. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Hot shot down the line.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Now back. The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off there 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
On a line, that's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will... All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And now it'll be the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Gary
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Davy Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1. Count. Clint Frazier will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 77, Clint Frazier.
1-1 the count to Clint Frazier.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Frazier, a 25-year-old who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go DJ LeMahieu. It was a walk in his last trip. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ball 1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-2 now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. Throw to third, and he's out. That'll end the inning, but they do score. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. Line towards center field. Hicks is there, and he has it for the first out. Jeff McNeil will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Bases are empty. The 2-0 on the way.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double.
Center fielder, number 9.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Hit back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. Last time through was a base hit. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 2-0 on the way.
No, that's down.
Three and 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A ball and a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Fouled away. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Luke Voigt will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Gesellman primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Luke Voigt goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do.
52.
Jonathan Holder takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 56.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. This will take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No runs on 6 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Hey guys, you take your hat off to the batter right there. He was obviously, you could see in his approach, he was trying to work that ball the other way, and he finds a hole. Now it's 1st and 3rd. Mucho problemas on the mound.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton there to take it. Here comes the runner from 3rd. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Now batting.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And this one's in the dirt, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
He throws him on the fastball there. Pete Alonso goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. First pitch of the at-bat. Andres Jimenez is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Drilled on the ground to short. Torres picks it up. Throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll... Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Brock is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Todd Frazier will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
2-1 the count. And the pitch. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Now the payoff pitch home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. Mike Ford will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Mike Ford.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's quickly 0-2. Brock stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
I think he kind of trained a hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw. Jordan Montgomery gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
47, Jordan Montgomery.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Wilson Ramos is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. And there's 1 down now. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. This is foul right side. 1 out, nobody on. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Judge looks up. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Brandon Nimmo is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer. Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But the Mets. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Miguel Castro is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dominic Smith is into the ballgame as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th. In now, Aaron Judge, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Castro, the former Baltimore Oriole, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. A swing and a miss at the slider at 88, 2-2.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
3-2, full count. Now a drive by Judge, deep left field. Left fielder looking up. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. As they take the lead, it's now 4-2.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Inside and low, 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. To second, there's Cano. Back to first, and they'll take care of Stanton as well. It's a double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the imposing power bat, Luke Voigt. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Jerry's Familia enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. So now to the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the shortstop, Labor Torres.
Stepping into the box, Torres. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped to third. The throw pulls him off the bag. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one away. Digging in now, Dominic Smith. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Gloved by LeMahieu. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Andres Jimenez. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2-0.
Hit to first. Reined in. And Voigt will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Go down 1, 2, 3. And the deficit remains 5-2.
Leading off for the Yankees. The catcher,
All set to start the ninth in this one. And next to hit is the catcher, Gary Sanchez. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Now here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Man, the pitcher left the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center as they open it up to 6-2 now.
The second baseman, DJ.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch sinker misses. To him, it's ball 1. Mike Tuchman will come on as a pinch hitter.
For the Yankees, number 39, Mike Tuchman.
That's by him for strike 1.
Down 1-1.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Aaron Judge is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Pitch on the way. A ball and a strike.
Ball 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. Aaron Hicks would be next. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get in 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guaranteed fastball let it eat.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nimmo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. Last chance. Mike Tuchman will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second, number 39.
Zach Britton, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 53.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Wilson Ramos is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And the pitch. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Todd Frazier will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So here's Brandon Nimmo, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. It was a walk in his last trip. Ball one to start the at-bat. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Hit hard on the ground to third. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. New York crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Jordan Montgomery gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.